This kind of reminds me of Bon Jovi. Yo, what I want, people. Okay, so if I was to say the name Michael Bolton, what are you thinking? Now, you're probably thinking something like, Michael Bolton, ain't he that guy that sings all those pansy songs that nobody cares about? You know, something along those lines, right? What if I told you that Michael Bolton, yes, the very same Michael Bolton, actually started out as a heavy metal musician? Or maybe not started out, but at least at one time produced heavy metal music. I don't know if he started out this way or he did it during his career, but at one time, Michael Bolton, that Michael Bolton, put out heavy metal music. Somebody told me this, right? And I'm like, raw, I did not know that. I did not know that. Michael Bolton's always been one of these musicians that, you know, you hear about. I've never really paid much attention to a lot of his music. I remember hearing about him when I was a kid and be like, you know, nah, it's just that pansy stuff and you ain't gonna read both with it. And then, you know, years go by, you realize you don't really listen to any Michael Bolton songs. So I imagine he's probably a better musician than I've given him credit for. But still, the same Michael Bolton, who I've always thought of as that guy sings all these pansy whatever songs, apparently did heavy metal music. So yeah, we gotta check this out. I found one of his songs. It's called Everybody's Crazy. I don't know how old it is. I didn't check the date it was released, but it's posted on YouTube about 10 years ago. It's probably much older than that. The thumbnail looked like it's from the 80s. Let's press play on this. Let's press play. See what Michael Bolton gotta say. Everybody's Crazy. Michael Bolton, heavy metal. All right then.
I can't believe what you're wearing, what you look like. In high school, you look so normal. I thought you were going to be a doctor or a lawyer or something normal like that.
Normal, huh? Normal is something people are until you get to know them.
Oh, I like that.
Everybody's crazy.
Normal is something that people are until you get to know them. I like that. That's a good quote. This kind of reminds me of Bon Jovi. So maybe not quite heavy metal, but certainly, you know, that kind of hard rock, you know, 80s hair metal style. It's not like Pantera, Metallica heavy, but, you know, Guns N' Roses kind of heavy, I reckon. You know what? I'm kind of digging this so far, to be honest with you. I like the message. I mean, from what I'm getting at so far, you know, just kind of talking about, you know, people are different. You know, what you see isn't always everything they are, which is something I've believed for a long time. Nobody is just one thing. You know, we all have that kind of thing. And it's kind of like, you know, like you said, everybody's crazy until you get to know them. I like that because, you know, you meet people and everybody kind of acts a certain way that you feel like you're supposed to act, right? But when you get to know somebody, then you realize, like, you're on that same level of craziness with them. At least the good ones. Now, the good people you meet, you realize they're on that same level of craziness with them. You kind of vibe on that same level. So, yeah, I'm digging this, man. I'm digging this. Big up Michael Bolton on this one. Everybody's crazy. I think everybody's crazy indeed. Everybody's crazy. Not everybody's crazy in a good way. So, Time has come to be a man. Find your place in the world and take what you can. Yeah, so it's like kind of like you know how you come up through school and you kind of taught this idea of like what you're supposed to do. So, you know, you go leave school, you study hard, you get good grades, you get a job, you know, you work, you know, that sort of stuff. And that's great. I'm not trying to knock that. Of course, that's a good thing to, you know, to get a job and, you know, get a house, and that's all great. But it's not what everybody wants. And I think there's a lot of people out there who kind of come up in this world and feel like that's what you're supposed to do. And they do that, they go for that. But it's miserable the whole time because they're not really fulfilling what they want to do. And they kind of suppress themselves a lot, you know. So, yeah, man, it says, oof, this song getting deep, you know. Everybody's great. Man, Michael Bolton, you know. All this time, man did not know Michael Bolton was doing heavy metal. She feeling that spirit. Ooh, say it, don't spray it. She feeling it. This is not the Michael Bolton I know. Damn, that was sick, man. You know what? I'm not even lying. I like that. I like that. Like 85. Where we go? This was from 1985. So that was 85. Michael Bolton doing the Bon Jovi style Guns N' Roses. I quite like the kind of a Bon Jovi Guns N' Roses mix, heavy metal, heavy kind of rock sound. But yeah, that was 1985 Michael Bolton doing the hard rock. That is not the Michael Bolton I know, man. Like, mate, like when I heard, I don't even remember which song it was, but I remember hearing some song and just not paying much attention to it, because it was that kind of. And this is like, I was much younger then, so my kind of taste in music was very much, well, I guess it's a bit more wide now. My palette's a bit wider now. But back then, back when I was hearing about Michael Bolton, probably during like the late 80s or 90s, I think I probably heard about it for the first time. You know, I was listening to a lot of, like, back then it was like jungle, later on a bit more heavy metal, R&B, stuff like that. And Michael Bolton just always came across as this guy that you just don't listen to, you know what I mean? Just certain artists just had that kind of image, like, Take That. You just didn't listen to Take That. It's like, why would you listen to Take That? Nah, it's a pansy music. Take That are pretty cool though. Like, I'm even gonna lie, Take That were pretty sick back in the day. Like, I could say that now, but back then, But yeah, there's certain artists that you just didn't really give much attention to because it always had that kind of image, and Michael Bolton was one of them. So yeah, I don't know. I probably should listen to some of his other stuff as well at this point. You know, see what I've been missing out on in the Michael Bolton field. But I did not know he was doing this kind of music, and that was pretty sick. I like the song. I like the sound. I like the message. I like the idea. You know, everybody's crazy. You know, you just need to get to know people. Some people are hiding things about themselves. They feel like they need to be a certain way. You know, nobody's just one thing. That's something I've believed for a long time. Nobody is just one thing. You know, and when you talk to somebody, where you might think you might meet them in a certain way, that doesn't mean that's the only thing that they are. You know, you don't know what people are going through. You don't know what, you know, it's happening in people's lives, what their problems are, what their joys are. You know, you don't always know that when you meet somebody. But yeah, everybody's normal until you get to know them, because everybody's crazy. So yeah, I like that, man. Big up Michael Bolton on that one. Oh mate, let me know what you think of that though. Still, let me know what you think of the song. Let me know what you think of the video. I don't know, drop me recommendations on Michael Bolton songs you sort of think I should check out, or any other recommendations, send them through and I see what I can do. Like, share, subscribe, because we're doing this 10. You get me, fam? I've got more videos on the screen. Check out my other channels as well. Be much appreciated. But that's gonna be it for the minute. So guys, until whenever, if ever, peace.